Hello friends, welcome to FreeCAD FEA analysis tutorial, and in this tutorial we will do the gear stress analysis. And you can see that I have created two gears and I have performed the stress analysis. And here you can see that I have a fix at a center, and here on the gear tip I have applied the force, and here is my result for the displacement magnitude. Now if I move the scale, you can see that how gear teeth is deflecting under the force. I will show you from the scratch how you can learn and perform the gear stress analysis in a FreeCAD with the help of a FreeCAD FEM workbench. So I will close this file and I will create a new file where I will create gear from the scratch and perform the FEA analysis. Here I have launched my FreeCAD again and I will create a new file, and here I will use the part design workbench. In part design workbench, click on the involved gear. So here basic gear profile is got inserted, and now I will give my number of teeth 20, module 5, pressure angle 20, and rest of the things as default. Now switch to the part workbench, select the gear profile and click on extrude, and here keep the direction along normal and along distance 50 mm, and tick mark on create solid and say OK. So here gear is got inserted. Now we will create one cylinder. Click on the cylinder and change its property, give the radius 15 and height give the 50 mm. So here you can see that cylinder is inserted, and now we will perform the boolean operation. We will select the extrude and select the cylinder by pressing the control key and click on the cut. So here we have subtracted the cylinder from our main body. Let's recompute it, and now go to the transform tool and rotate it, say OK. Now select it and instead of 100 degree give the 90. Now it looks OK. Now we will create the copy of our gear. So select the body and go to the part and click on the simple copy and select it, and now we want to give the position. So in X directions give the 100 mm. So we have created a copy, and now we will rotate it, go to the transform, and here translational and rotational. So here if you see that we have the V, W and U. So in a U we will not change it, V will not change it, but in W we will make it 9 degree. So you can see that teeth is now matching. So that is how you can rotate with this transform UCS, say OK. Now we have the two gears, and now we will hide the copy one, and we will switch to the FEM workbench. Here I wanted to mention one thing. Here I have kept the clearance between the teeth, but if you want you can intersect these two teeth and subtract the copy gear from the original one. You will get a surface here, and on this surface you can apply the force, but doing that process analysis take lots of time for the mesh as well as running result. So I am not touching the teeth, but in your analysis you can find the intersect portion and apply the force, which I will show you in upcoming steps. So here we have two gears. Now I will hide the copy one, and I have activated the FEM workbench, and first thing I will do is to insert my container. Now this is the analysis container. All thing we are going to do, like applying the forces, fixing the faces, creating the mesh, apply material, everything will become under this analysis container. So first thing we will do is to apply the material here. So select the body and click on the material, and now we will select the material steel. In a drop down we will select the steel X2 CRNI MO N17. So I will scroll down and find out my material. So this is the material I am going to use. Select it and say OK. So material is applied, and now we will fix this cylindrical one. So click on the fixed boundary conditions, click on add and select the internal surface. So here fixing this surface means that here there will be the shaft on which this gear will rotate. So translational motion is a fix, but rotational motion will be carry on, like we see the gears in our real life. Now we will apply the force. So now I will on my second gear. So here I will select this surface to apply my force. So I will hide my copy gears and I will select this face and apply the force. So here is a load force, and I will add a surface which is this one, but force in a reverse direction we want. So we will click on the reverse directions, and the force we are going to apply is 1000 Newton. Say OK. And now we will mesh our body. Select the body, and we have the two options, NetGen and Gmesh. So I will prefer the NetGen, and here is a maximum size of 1000. Second order is a checked, and here I want the coarse mesh. Click on apply. Now our gear is getting meshing. Let's see how much time it takes. Yes, mesh is successful. Say OK. So here we can see that our gear is got mesh without any error, and we can see the mesh density as well. We have selected the coarse mesh. You can go for the fine mesh if you want the more accurate results. So here we have completed the all essential tasks. We have applied the material, we have fixed the force where we want, like the internal surface we have fixed here. We have applied the force on the tip of the gears, the actual surface where it will be get contact with the other gears, and we have created the mesh. Now we will run our result. We will go to the solver CCX tool and write INP file. So write is completed. Now we will run our result. So here calculus is running. So here we have got our result, calculus done without error. If you are not getting this message, that means that you have did something wrong with your analysis, and it took 351 seconds to perform. So depends upon your computer or a system parameters like a graphics card and CPU. This may vary. So now I will close it. So here is our result, CCX result and pipeline CCX result. So we will go with the CCX result, and here we want displacement magnitude, and here is the minimum and maximum deflection. So minimum is 0 and maximum deflection is of a 1.52 micron. Click on the show. So now here is our tooth, and if we move it, so we can clearly see the teeth deflection. Let's zoom it further so that you can clearly see it. You can see that how we are getting a deflection of a 1.52 micron. And to get this in a better way, we will on our second gear. So this is the initial position and this is the deflection of a teeth of a 1.52 microns. So let's see this with respect to the our copied gear. Now close it and click on the pipe CCX result and click on the wrap factor, and here vector type we want displacement. Let's give the wrap factor 0.01, mode surface, and here we will go with the deflection magnitude. So this is how to perform the stress analysis of a gear, and this is all about this tutorial. Thank you for watching and thank you for your valuable time. If you wanted to master FreeCAD from the scratch, then you can buy my FreeCAD course on a Gumroad. You will find the link in a video description as well as in a pin comment. This course have the structure based learning, and this course will take you from absolute beginner to the confident FreeCAD user. So never forget to check out the link in a video description and in a pin comment.